Hello creatures of the night and welcome back to another Rock on Game episode. In today's video we are going to do an unboxing of the Corpse Bride 4K Collector's Edition. This thing is a beauty. I've already semi-glanced over it. I have not completely opened it, but I did take a quick glance at it, took it out of the wrap so we didn't have to do that on stream, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous. So let's not waste any time with this. Smash that like button if you enjoy. Comment down below what you think of this collector's edition. Did you pre-order it for yourself? Did you order it for yourself? Did you get it? Or did you get the regular 4K steelbook that they have at Walmart? And subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a bunch of videos coming out here soon. I've got a collection video coming out soon and a couple of other things coming out soon. So if you don't want to miss anything, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss it. So let's go ahead and get on into this. Came in our Warner Bros. Home Entertainment box. I really like whenever they send these in these boxes. For those who have not ordered anything from Warner Bros., basically what they do is they put it in this, and then they put this in another box. So glad to have that extra protection on that. I did order this through Zavvi. There was a little bit of an issue. Whatever Zavvi used, shipping wise, absolutely sucked. Basically, I use Route, I use Shop, which is two completely free platforms to track your packages, and so I use those two. I used Zavvi's website, I used emails, text messages, keeping track of updates, and they used, I think it's called Royal Mail. And I ordered this through the US Zavvi. This is actually my first time ordering through Zavvi, so if that has any correlations to my problems, please let me know in the comments down below. But I did order this through the US Zavvi, and it still came in the UK packaging and everything. So I guess since it was shipped from the UK, that sort of had something to do with it as well. But it did take a little bit of time to receive mine, and I had some issues near the end. Shop was telling me something completely different, and Shop has been pretty much on top of it with all of my packages. Same with the Route. Route is pretty much on top of it with my packages, and it was telling me something completely different from Shop. Royal Mail, which is what Zavvi used to track the package, was telling me something completely different from those two, and then all three of those were telling me something completely different from Zavvi's official website, and then Zavvi's official website was telling me something completely different from my email, and I just had like 5 or 6 different things telling me, well, your package is here, your package is there, and at one point it was telling me that my package was going back to the UK, and then it just appeared. So I was like, as long as I got my package, whatever. I do still have, I ordered this 28 years later, or pre-ordered this 28 years later, and I Know What You Did Last Summer Steelbook. The 28 years later and this one came in a couple days ago, and then the I Know What You Did Last Summer comes out like sometime in October, I think October 27th. So hopefully, since it's just one steelbook, it'll come in undamaged, unscathed, and it'll come in like perfect condition. But considering the issues that I had with just this and the 20 years later, I'm kind of about it. But let's not waste any time with this, because like I said, this is a very gorgeous collector's edition. This is the first time that this thing is on 4K, and I kid you not, whenever they announced this, like way before they had any pictures, way before they had any information on this, I automatically was like, I am pre-ordering this. Love this movie. It is, as it says, it's an instant classic. Phenomenal soundtrack. I actually own the soundtrack. I don't own the vinyl, but I do own the CD. And I mean, it's just, like I said, it's a phenomenal movie. I have slightly grown to like this one more than Nightmare Before Christmas. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but this one, I know a lot of people's going to disagree with me on this because it has definitely grown a cult following. Excuse me. Over the course of the last couple of years, Spirit Halloween has like a bunch of like Corpse Bride costumes, and you can find some like Corpse Bride hand towels and pajama sets. They even have the Corpse Bride Victor and uh, Emily animatronics at Spirit Halloween. So, I mean, it has grown a cult following, but it's not as severe as Nightmare Before Christmas. I feel like Nightmare Before Christmas has had a cult following for way longer than Corpse Bride, so therefore it's like more mainstream. But I'll show this whenever we pull this out. But like I said, Corpse Bride, I find it a lot better than Nightmare Before Christmas, but it's not to say that I don't like Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. This steelbook is phenomenal. I was thinking about double dipping, and then I was like, why would I double dip since it's the same steelbook? Anywho, I think it's the same steelbook. I'll look into it and let you guys know. But here's the steelbook. This thing is gorgeous. The end of the year, I am going to be doing a 25 steelbooks of 2025. This is going to be probably top 5. This thing is really gorgeous. Now, I will say I am a little disappointed. The slipcover that is on this is very thin. I can feel it just by holding the steelbook, but it is very thin, and I also don't like all that glue on the side, but it's a minor complaint. So you take that off, and that's what it looks like. You got this slip cover, which looks, I mean, it looks great. I love the butterflies on there, or the moss on there. So pretty cool. Let's go ahead and snag this open, and there is no digital code, so can't really give that away. Even if I did have a digital code, it would go to my sister. I have pretty much just been giving her my digital code. She doesn't collect physical media the way I do, but she does collect certain physical media, if that makes sense. So, but like I said, just really phenomenal collector's edition. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. Just like my complaint on Black Phone, Nightmare on Elm Street, just like my complaint with Last Night in Soho, disc art. I really wish the UK would start doing some disc art on these Warner Bros. Collector's editions. No, I would understand if it like the slipcover version, like the regular 4K slipcover version had that disc art on there. Let me just go ahead and show you guys again. I would understand if this came with the just regular case like slipcover version, but I really wish the collector's edition had some kind of like disc art on there. It's my only complaint. And you guys know me as well if you've watched the channel for quite some time. I also don't like the UK's rating system being all over. It's literally all over the the box and the cases and the discs and everything, and it's like, come on, guys, like, yeah. Anywho, and then we got this. Oh, The Conjuring was another Warner Bros. And then we got this Corpse Bride little packaging. This thing is also really gorgeous. My wife actually has the limited edition Corpse Bride makeup palette, and that thing is really nice. Actually, hold on, we're gonna do something a little different. I'll be right back. So I understand that this isn't really like a makeup tutorial video, and I understand this is physical media, but like I really want to show this off since we're talking about this Corpse Bride collector's edition. This is the limited edition makeup set that she got, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if I can take. I don't think. Yeah, there we go. She took the palette out of it, but it, like, you get like all this really cool stuff, and the makeup palette itself is just it's so pretty. It is so pretty. But yeah, just thought I'd show that off. I think it's really cool, and it's fitting for the occasion. But anywho, I really like this. You open it here, and it looks like we get a sticker. Holy crap! What? We get a little sticker. I actually really like that. It's really cool. Then we get the movie poster, which, of course, is double-sided. So you get the newly commissioned artwork, and you get the regular movie poster artwork. Okay. And then you get this. This is really nice. This, as soon as I saw this, I was like, "Holy crap, dude! I cannot wait to put that in a frame." You get the living and the deceased. It's very thin. It's more thin than what I thought it would be, actually. But this is really hard to like show on camera. Good grief. Here, I'll stand up for you guys. So you got the living, the deceased. It's really gorgeous. Cannot wait to frame that. And then on the back, you got all the characters in the movie. So that is really cool. Whenever I get this framed, I'll post it on Facebook, let you guys see it more in depth. But that is absolutely stunning. So 2 posters, technically 4. We get Sand of the Living. I don't know what this is. Have you seen me missing Victor Von Dort? These were placed all over the town when I was stuck in the land of the dead. So it's like I don't need, like, as bad as it sounds, I don't even know what this is. But it's cool looking, nonetheless. So it's pretty cool. Trying to see if it opens up anymore. I don't think it does. Huh. And then you got your art cards, which they kind of done something a little bit different, actually. So I guess since this is an animated film, what they did is they just did like concept arts. So we got Victor. Oh, these are double-sided. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through here, and then I'm going to show the backs. So Victor, Emily, Everglotz, the Butler, we got, I think, the Living family, I believe. And then we got Spider, Maggot. So yeah, it's pretty much just concept arts of all the characters, and then you got some like behind the scenes stills, or not stills, but well, yeah, I guess you could call them stills. God, this is so cool. Okay, and then we're gonna flip them around and do it reverse, so you guys can see the backs. Sorry, I'm like flying through these. I'm trying to get through them as quick as I can. There you go. Scraps. Cat. Victoria. Bride. Some really nice artwork on there. Holy crap, dude. And Victor. So, that is really cool, actually. Big fan of this one. This collector's edition. Like, I knew I was going to like it, but I didn't think I would like it this much. So, and I'm definitely excited to show you guys more of my, like, collector's editions and stuff, because there are some that you guys have never seen. And then there's some that you guys have seen, but would probably like to see again. So, really excited to show all of my collector's editions. And it makes me happy showing you guys these. Like, if you guys are ever questioning, like, why do I do YouTube? Why have I went from gaming into physical media? I went back and looked at my YouTube channel. I know this isn't what this video is for, but I went back and looked at my YouTube channel whenever I first started, and then now kind of like doing like a compare and contrast type deal. And I actually did physical media. I did a mix of both physical media and gaming when I first started, and I never really like fully like knew that until I went back and looked, and I was like, it was more physical media with slight sprinkle of gaming. So technically I'm still doing pretty good. So, but anywho, Chorus Bride 4K Collector's Edition from Zavvi. Phenomenal. You know what? Let's start doing a rating system. Out of 10, I give this, or out of 5, I give it a 5. I think the artwork is phenomenal. I think the newly commissioned artwork's really gorgeous. The only complaint that I have with it is, like I said, the slip is very thin, and you also have like that gluey texture on the side. And then other than that, like the UK rating system. But other than that, it's not enough to knock this down to a 4. I can look past those, especially these. You can actually take these off. They're just stickers. And the disc art, but it's like there's nothing really in this that makes it drop down to a 4. I think, like I said, the artwork's phenomenal. The artwork's gorgeous. The packaging itself is very sturdy, except for that slip case. But I mean, even the slip case is really gorgeous. I think they did really good with the steelbook. I think they did really good with this like little envelope thing. The posters are really cool. The art cards, I like how since it's animated, they did like the whole, you know, concept art type deal. Yeah, 5 out of 5. I really enjoy this. It will definitely be one of my prized possessions. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, like I said, hit that like button. Comment down below what you guys think of this. Did you order it? Did you pre-order it? Has it come in yet? And then subscribe if you haven't already. I got my collection video coming out. I've got another box set or a collector's edition coming out, and I'm really excited to show you guys that one. But we got a collector's edition coming out here pretty soon. Something to do with a costume. I'm not going to tell you guys, but something to do with a costume. And then we've got like a few other things here and there that we're going to be doing. So if you don't want to miss any of that, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!